everything that appears is just what is appearing at that moment. There exists no in appearances. There exists no not wanting it in appearances, because it is already there. And if there pops up a person that wants it different, that's in vain, because it is already as it is, and the person will only hurt himself by disagreeing. It will not be happy. Person can never be happy because it is not what is, it is cut off from that what is. The person is lonely. The person is separated. The person is aside, is offside, he's offline. He doesn't go along. The person is trouble, is difficult, it's pain, it's untrue. Good for us that the person isn't reality, because if it would be a reality, there would never be bliss and happiness in this world. It would not exist. But it exists because it exists as what appears. It is shown as what arises. That's what the bliss of the happiness is, of the freedom of being. Free of being. And if you don't object, you are this bliss. You are taken in the bliss. When you don't disagree with that what is appearing, then you are part of that great bliss that is showing itself in all appearances. It is your own inner self that shows itself through your eyes in the creation, in the manifestation of itself, of yourself. But when you don't agree, you are against yourself. Well, who is the painful and the hurting one? Not the real self that is shining the light through your eyes, but the person that thinks, that lives in here in the mind, in obstruction, that will hurt himself. But it is good when it happens, so then the person can start to transform. It will understand that it is no use to go against that what is. It is not against itself. You are not against. There is no in existence. Existence is as it shows itself. In creation, there is no. And when you say no, you hurt. You are hurting. But it will wake you up. All is just appearing to wake you up that there's nothing appearing. Because when you don't object, there appears nothing. It is just as it is shown. No one in there appearing as a contra. I mean, if you don't object, there is just that what is seen. If you don't call it names, if you don't want to change it, if there's no one in there that wants it different, then there is really, in fact, nothing, no thing, just what is shown at the moment. And it's beautiful and okay. There's no in creation. It is your own self, blissful, showing the beauty of being. And there is no in you. We all want freedom, and what keeps it away is the want. The want is from the ego, and the ego is the mind, the thinking. There's never freedom in thinking, never. Freedom is not thinking, freedom is just being. Whatever form it has taken, freedom expresses itself in that form and through that form as that form. The freedom is whatever appears. There's no change, no chains, no limitation, no expectation, no imagination, because all that is the mind. The mind imagines, suppose I would do this, what would happen? Suppose I had this, would I be more happy? That's always imagination from the mind. The mind itself is imagined by the love and the freedom that you are. You are free, but you don't know it. You don't experience it. And then you go into the prison of the mind to feel you are obstructed. You cannot move. It doesn't work like, it doesn't feel good. It feels ugh. So, and then you understand with the other part of the mind, that is more the spirit, you understand the feeling of freedom is already there. You don't have to search for it, because the searching is wanting, is I, is ego, is mind. The heart doesn't search. It is. The mind searches. It is not. It cannot find. It will never find. It will only slowly be seen from the inside that all is well. All is as it is. And that's the freedom of being. And even that will disappear in the silent source from where it arose. In the silent source, there is no wanting, no not wanting, no thinking, no wanting, no freedom, no nothing. There is not a single thing. And that's the free state what you are. You don't need anything. Nothing is needed. All is as it is. It is as it is. And that's your happiness. While you are in this form, there is no other happiness than just accepting what is. Free from whatever wanting to change it or to grasp or not to have it or have it, all mind. You know when you are deepest free? In the sleep when there is no mind. That's the free state. And you can have it now here because it is now here. Your freedom is now here, this very moment. There's nothing in you that can change what is. It is not possible, because when it changes, it is changing by that what is. It's not your doing. You are free from doing and wanting and desire. That's all the stuff inside the mind that makes you feel horrible. Don't listen to the mind. Be happy because you are happy. Whatever you think now The mind will say, I'm not happy, I want this, or I don't have this. But behind the mind, where the mind starts, that's your free now. Before the mind is, that's where the mind starts and has not yet spoken. That's your freedom. Enjoy it. You can never leave it. Only you think you go out, but that's again mind that has started somewhere. Mind starts and mind ends, but you never. You continue eternally to be free and happy. You have to realize it. Experience, realize, and believe it. You know it deep inside. Before anything starts, you are. Blessings, happiness, free, and joy. Trying to reach your freedom, that's all taking place in freedom. And trying to reach freedom means that you think you are not free. And in that state, you do all kinds of things to reach that freedom, what you are. So what you are, you cannot reach. It is a jump from the mind to open up to the reality of being free. The mind is never free. It says, go meditate, repeat mantras, go sing the bhajan, the Indian songs, sit on your knees and do exercises with your body. Sorry, that will not bring you to freedom. It will bring you to the understanding that it will not bring you freedom. And at that moment you are realizing freedom is always there, and all the things that you try was movements taking place in freedom. There is nothing but freedom. You only have to understand it. That even meditating and yoga and reading the books of the Vedas and whatever is happening in freedom already. So you might as well take a cup of coffee and a piece of chocolate, because that's all also in freedom. The one thing will make you in your head because, so much to do, I will never reach it. And that's what the mind says, to keep you going. And the other thing will say, it's nice, I like the coffee, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel fat, maybe. It makes you feel whatever that can happen, but in any way you enjoy the moment. You don't enjoy the sitting on the knees with the pain in the back. I cannot take this attitude any longer. But I have to because it will bring me freedom. No, it won't. All that you do will bring you to the point that you need not do it. The understanding, the insight, the realization, you are free. That's all. But go on doing. It doesn't matter. It's happening in freedom. In freedom, one is trying to reach freedom. It's all happening in freedom. There's nothing but freedom. That's good, huh? That's good, huh? So now you can sit and relax, or you can go and rob the bank. But that will not be, because inside freedom is moving you forth to the next moment. Every moment takes place in freedom, and you will not do wrong. No. only when you don't understand you are free. You think you are the person, you are separated from others, then might be the, the need to do wrong. That's to say, you do good to yourself, to the person, and it hurts others, but then you don't care because you think I am more important. That's ego, that's mind, that's separation. But even that appears to be in freedom, for it teaches you to give up that mental state. It's not what you think, but the thinking itself will be seen through. And all is happening in freedom. Be happy, happy happening. The shortest liberation ever. We apparently went into the illusion for the feelings of coming out. In reality, it never happened. Nothing remained but the relief of coming out. Although we know we're never in it. That's the joke.